Lisa Lee here, Bishop Jeff Lee's wife from the Diocese of Chicago. I was asked to share my insights into the conference. Many of you might not know that alongside the Bishops' Conference, there's a Spouses' Conference hosted by Jane Williams, Rowan Williams' wife, Rowan Williams, the Archbishop of Canterbury. Jane started the conference by saying, "There's so much more that unites us than divides us." And that is so true. And I think the spouses have had the gift of experiencing this. We start each day with Eucharist with the bishops, and then after breakfast, we break out into our separate plenary sessions. Our first plenary sessions were focused on listening to one another and how to listen to one another. And then throughout the week, we heard witness talks from spouses from all over the world. Those were amazing. We then break into Bible studies. We're doing the same Bible study that the bishops are doing based on the I Am Gospels of John, I Am Statements of John. In my particular Bible study group, I have one woman from Madagascar, a woman from Taiwan, one from Canada who is originally from China, and 3 from the United States. It is here that we realize we have so much more in common than we'd ever realize. It's very eye-opening to study Scripture and reflect on Scripture in the context of our own cultures. In the plenary sessions, I've had opportunities to speak with spouses from other countries. My eyes have been opened about how different our lives are. My friend from Madagascar watches her husband leave and walk 8 hours into the rainforest to go to the next church. Sometimes he has to go into the rainforest and he thinks he will be gone for 3 days, but because of the rain and the conditions of the roads, he might not be home for a month. There is no way to communicate, but she is a woman of great faith and trust that all will be well. I've heard stories of women supporting those who have no water, women who have to walk all day to get water, only once a week. In the afternoons, we have a chance to break out into our self-select sessions. The first day, I went to Greeting Our Diocese, which I hope to share more with you at convention at the Spouses Luncheon. Then I went to a workshop hosted by Brian McLaren about the Emergent Church. This afternoon I'll be attending a workshop on Eastern spiritualities. There are also many workshops on technology, and it's interesting because those are the workshops that have had the waiting lists. There are many from third world countries who don't have access necessarily to the education to use the technology that they are slowly getting. There are also workshops on making vestments, lots of craft things as well. We also have had many excursions to choose from. I went to the town of Sandwich and went on a 5-mile walk on the English Channel. And as beautiful as all that was, the gift was being with so many other women that from other countries and sharing in a casual way on the path. Every evening, the evening service is hosted by a different country, so it's been fun to listen to the music. That's been a wonderful time. Tomorrow night is the United States chants. Yesterday was our London day. We started the day by loading the buses at 7:15, landed at Whitehall Place, and started the Millennium Walk, which was from Whitehall Place, past Parliament, crossing the bridge to Lambeth Palace. The walk, or the march, was in support of the Millennium Development Goals. It was quite a sight and a witness to see hundreds and hundreds of bishops in purple cassocks and their spouses carrying placards. When we arrived at Lambeth Palace, we heard a most inspiring speech by Prime Minister Gordon Brown and by Rowan Williams. was followed by a luncheon hosted by Jane, 2,000 of your closest friends. It was quite a feast and a lovely occasion. After that, we loaded the buses and off to Buckingham Palace, where, yes, indeed, we had tea with the Queen. We were lined up on the lawn, and she arrived with Philip, of course, to God Save the Queen. There were couples chosen for her to greet, many of them in native dress. It was quite a sight. She took a great deal of time with each couple. It was very impressive. And we spent time having tea and then loaded our tired bodies into the bus back to Canterbury. I'll be coming back to the United States tomorrow for family obligations, but Jeff will be here for the final week, and I know you will hear more from him. God bless you. Bye.